My dear learners, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is the Saiful Islam, an assistant teacher of Arabian High School of Bangladesh, and you are master in my Saiful English Academy. Learners, hope that you are very fine by the grace of Almighty Allah and watched my previous classes smartly. And with the reference of my previous classes, today's class, I have been present in front of you with a new advertisement, a new class named compound sentence. Compound sentence. So, may the learners knowledge take a look at the board and try to understand. But before starting today's class, I want to declare topic of today's class, my dear learners. In this class, at first, I'm trying to show you a review of previous class. Secondly, I'm trying to show you about definition of a compound sentence. Number three. Thirdly, my dear learners, I'm trying to show you selection way of a compound sentence with examples. Examples. And finally, I'm trying to show you difference among simple, complex, and compound sentences. So, my dear learners, now let's take a look at the board and try to understand. My dear learners, at first, I'm trying to show you a review of my previous class. Of course, you know that, my dear learners, in my previous class, you told about various kinds of activities of complex sentence. You were told that, my dear learners, what's a complex sentence? You were told that, my dear learners, a complex sentence is a type of sentence which has a principal clause and a subordinate clause. Of that, you have understood clearly. And we are told that various kinds of selection wise of a complex sentence. We are told that, my dear learners, there are various kinds of selection wise of a complex sentence. Among various types of selection of complex sentence, you are told that, my dear learners, I was trying to highlight a few ways, such as starting word if you don't, starting word oil, starting word since obligate, starting word do although, starting word as soon as, starting word no sooner had the door than, starting word slightly had the door oil, starting word hardly had the door before, and mixed with so that mixed with related pronouns, etc. And finally, I was trying to highlight about the difference between a simple sentence and a complex sentence. And with the reference of my previous class I have been present in front of you. So, my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. My dear learners, secondly, I'm trying to show you definition of a simple sentence. If we want to define a compound sentence, so we can say that, my dear learners, um, compound sentence is a type of sentence which has two principal clauses. Joined together by any coordinating coordinating conjunction conjunction such as and so on, but or as well as either gender or neither gender nor etc. Okay, my dearness, if we want to definite a compound sentence, we can say that, my dearness, a compound sentence is a type of sentence which has two principal clauses that's joined together by any coordinating conjunction such as and so, but, or, as well as either the or, neither the nor, etc. Okay, major notes. Hope that you have understood clearly. My dear learners, now I'm trying to show you about selection OM. So, my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand selection OM. You'll have to mind that, my dear learners, so there are various types of selection OAs of compound sentence, but among various types of selection OA, I'm trying to highlight a few OAs such as mixed with and and finally ended with the notes of full stop, starting word, sorry, mixed with and so, finally ended with the notes of full stop, mixed with but, finally ended with the notes of full stop, mixed with or, finally ended with the notes of full stop, mixed with as, oil as, finally ended with the notes of full stop, mixed with either daughter or ended with the notes of full stop, mixed with neither daughter nor, finally ended with the notes of full stop. Okay, my dear learners, that you have understood clearly. You have to mind that, my dear learners, there are various types of selection always of complex sentence, but among various types of selection, I'm trying to highlight a few as such as number one, mixed with and, mixed with and so, mixed with but, mixed with or, mixed with as well as, mixed with either the, mixed with the neither the no, and finally get with the notes of full stop. That's with the reference of the selection or I'm trying to show you some examples. So, my dear learners, you can go to the board and try to understand. Number one, Raisha read English and she went to bed. Number two, Abdullah was ill and so he couldn't go to school. Number three, let's take a look at the board and try to understand. Korean read more, but he failed in the exam. Number four, work hard or you can fast. Okay, Major, let's next example number five. Rohim read English as well as he went to bed. Millionaires. Next example, Rupa either liked English nor she nor liked math. 7. Differ neither liked English nor liked math. Okay, major learners, take a look at the word and try to understand. First example, major learners, Raisha read English and she went to bed. Take a look at the word and try to understand. Next example, Abdullah was ill and so he couldn't go to school. Third example, Colin read more but he failed in the game. Fourth example, work hard or you can fast. Number five, Rohim read English as well as he went to but number six, Rufa either liked English nor liked math. Number seven, and Difa neither liked English nor liked math. Take a look at the board and try to understand. I have written seven examples in the board, and both the examples has two principal clauses, which are mixed with joined together by coordinating conjunction and so but or as well as either sorry or neither not that you have understood clearly, my dear learners. Shortly, I can suggest to you, my dear learners, if any sentence is joined together by any coordinating conjunction, both sides principal clause are, of course, called a compound sentence. Hope that you have understood clearly. My dear Nana, so now I'm trying to show you differences among them. That means among a simple sentence, a complex sentence, and a compound sentence. Think about a simple sentence. Simple, complex, and compound. Okay, maybe let's try to think about what the differences among them. Maybe let's, according to my mind, if we think about definition of them, that means among simple sentence, complex sentence, and compound sentence, we can see that maybe a simple sentence has a principal clause. Complex sentence has a principal clause and at least a subordinate clause, and compound sentence has two principal clause joined together, coordinating conjunction. Okay, my dear learners, update you have understood clearly. My dear learners, I want to clarify the differences among them. A simple sentence has one principal clause, but if we think about a complex sentence, you can see that, my dear learners, a complex sentence has a principal clause and a subordinate clause. And if we think about compound sentence, we can see that compound sentence has two principal clauses joined together by any coordinating conjunction. And according to my mind, I can suggest to you that, my dear learners, it's the main difference between them. Thank you. Of that you have understood clearly. My dear learners, I don't want to learn into this lecture, but I want to share some information with you, my dear learners. Of course, you know that I'm a new teacher or a new teacher in YouTube channel, and I'm trying to use English conversation at the time of my making very expensive video classes. So, my dear learners, if you notice any faults or mistakes in the midst of my video classes, please excuse me and pray to all my channels so that I can help you with my various kinds of video classes throughout my life. So, my dear learners, no more today. Come to say again with a new additional new class. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.